The HAVENBELL Trilogy, Book 2, The Scepter of ZANE, written by Allison Hunt, copyright 2011. Chapter 9, The Escape. Garrett and Zach were tied up well and taken to the king. He bellowed a laugh as they entered. "We got a large fairy as well as that wizard's son. Put them in the dungeon for safekeeping." They were placed in dark rankness of moldy stone and put into a cage. 20 centaur guarded it. The leader locked all of the locks and took the keys with him back up to the top. He left without a word. "This shouldn't be too hard, right?" Zach thought to Garrett. "Problem here is no one we can use magic on in here has the key." At that moment, Evan walked through the Grove of Souls. Dun dun dun. In 2 days, Garrett and Zach had retrieved every piece of metal or loose object in the room through the bars. They used the guards to fetch them things. They all now sat quiet on the floor, absolutely still. It was easier to make them do nothing than it was to make them do something. They were still having a hard time with the ropes. Zach could move but not suspend things and able to cut it with the sharp objects he had acquired. "When's the bomb gonna show up?" "I hope he does. I'm running out of ideas." We send one up to the king saying we've set our cell on fire. That way he'll think we're gonna spoil." "The cell is burning! Quick! Tell the king we're gonna die!" Zach pushed. The man left swiftly in a panic. Garrett laughed. Time passed and passed some more, and there was no response to their gag. "Somebody go get us some food." So 3 left. No one returned. More time passed. "We're starving. Go get us some food. We're dying." 2 left. Time passed. Nothing happened. "I'm getting sick of this," Zach exploded. Then Evan came busting in. None of the remaining centaur moved. "Isn't it your lucky day?" He looked at the locks, and one at a time they all turned and popped open. He drew his sword and sliced the ropes that bind them back to back. They jumped up and stretched. "What'd you do to these guys?" "How'd you get in?" "Oh, they pretty much just let me in." "Did you kill anyone?" "Yes." "How many?" "All of them." "Evan, it's easier to trick them and escape than to kill them all." "I'm having a bad day." They were and still are against us. He looked around at the helpless souls around him. "Don't you dare. You leave them. You don't want to wipe out the whole race, do you?" "A little." "I can't believe you." "They were capturing and torturing your kind, Flutterby." "I just saved some of them. They won't be doing that anymore now, will they?" "You're welcome." "There's no one in this land to worry about now. Cheyenne isn't here. I've searched everyone and everything." "No, she's in Ortso," Zach confirmed. On the way back to shore, Evan didn't say a word. "What is it, Evan? You're acting strange. It bothers me." "Why? Can't you see right through my mind? You figure it out, wizard." So Zach tried to figure it out himself, but got nowhere. "What happened, Evan?" He was no longer kidding. "I can't see into you at all, and it scares me because you have no control." "I had all control, and now you hold it all of it easily. What happened? What did you learn?" "Come on, wizard. Step up to the plate. Come dig it out, teacher, wizard." Zach did not like this at all. Evan was his friend, and in such a short time. "I can't read you at all, and you are mad at me for what I do not know." "Look deeper!" "I cannot see anything. What happened? Why are you so angry and blocking me out so easily?" "So you cannot see?" "No." "Then I have surpassed you?" "Yes." "Then I shall surpass Duran?" "I hope so, man. What is going on with you? Whatever it is, I do not like." "Me neither, teacher. I went through the grove by myself." "No wonder you're acting insane." "Sanest I've ever been, and I'll tell you, wizard to wizard, I hate you now." "Why, Evan?" "Because you knew this whole time." "About what, Cheyenne?" "Why, Evan? Because you knew this whole time." "About what, Cheyenne?" "No, you knew what I really am." "What are you talking about?" "You're freaking me out. I should be able to dominate you at any time." "But you can't?" "No, nothing." "So you didn't know?" "No, I mean, know what? Cut the crap." "So you didn't know that I am not a Falconberry?" Of course you are, stupid. What's the matter with you? The voices will drive you insane, man. No, the voices told me true, even more than you did. I belong to my mother's lover in the old times. De Groot is my father, and Wallace Locks is my grandfather, which makes me the only one capable, powerful enough to even approach Duran, and I'm going to kill his ass and take Cheyenne. Zach was so frightened he just stood still, trying to block his own emotions. He knew the Grove never lied, though it could make you mad forever. He had no idea he was training Wallace Locks' grandson, De Groot's child. It made sense why he had no elven ears. It made even more sense why, as good as he was, his parents taught him nothing. On purpose? Afraid of how he might have reacted or how everyone else would react? He was one of easy corruption, greed, and such power. He had walked through the Grove of Souls to no goodness. He was right. He was even more powerful with his own true heritage. Darien, Zane, and Jade were powerful, royal, but Wallace Locks was a mystery. If the right things didn't come to interfere at the right time, Evan would be lost forever, and he would take a lot of lives along with him. He was angry at this news, angry indeed that all the good that he had worked for, unappreciated and unwelcome, in the long run meant nothing to how he could crush them all. Zach understood Evan's misplaced anger at him, even though he truly never knew and never walked through the Grove himself. Zach understood this even larger anger Evan had for Jake, Jack's true son, the true son of good, the bad immature one that was truly the good guy now, due to his blood, not his actions, and now Evan was truly powerful and totally out of control. Bury all that bullshit, man. Focus on finding Cheyenne and Duran. I can do that, for if I don't, I have no home at all. You will belong, but you must keep your heart good and stay on the right side. There's only one thing I ask of you, Evan. You must listen. Yes? Never, ever, ever join up with Duran. Why would I do that? He's a lot smarter than you, and I'm sure he'd like to use your power for himself. He could easily persuade you, and if you gain the scepter before he does, he will be waiting for you. I'm not even sure we can take him out, and if you turned on us, we will all perish. You must never turn, Evan. I won't, I promise. Don't think about Jake. You are still the blood to the throne of HAVENBELL, the rightful prince, and Falconberry has nothing to do with it. Swear to me on Cheyenne's life. I swear. Do not tell anyone who you are. You have to keep it hidden until everything plays out. I doubt Duran has any clue about you, or even knows who you are. Keep it that way so you can catch him. If you turn, I will kill you myself, brother, and I wish not to do so. But you can't. You can't even enter my mind anymore. Shut up! And Zach, I can disappear. Dun, dun, dun. So he can disappear and move things, and he's really strong. He's really strong. Duran already knows. Duran already knows. Because he walked through the Grove and found that out on a different occasion.